When your dealership client needs to suddenly move a parking lot of cars, what do? As their preferred service provider, you can help them get it done by connecting them with Draiver. Actually, you should connect with Draiver Now because Draiver is the only driveway company that's also a tech company. Get ready for the main event. Say hello, make new friends, grow your network, and learn from the best on ATI number 1, ATI Auto Business. What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business, automotive ecosystem, where everyone learns more about the automotive industry. So let's get started with top industry news and headlines that include the TikTok ban that came and went, U.S. bans Russian and Chinese car tech, and Tekion gets a win with Garff Auto Group. At the quarter hour, we got Paulo, Ferrato, CRO at Draiver, and the panel, well, we're going to bring in the Draiver team. They're going to be at NADA in the booth. This is booth 8751, the Draiver booth at NADA show. And we've got shockingly fast vehicle relocation. We're going to talk about Draiver Now. We've got a promotion running. You can scan the URL, the QR code, take you to a form where you can win up to $500 on your next move. And it is NADA show. It's happening right now. People are landing, well, flights are delayed, actually. We're going to get into that. But before we do, and as we do, Draiver and ATI have teamed up to bring this to you online as well as in the booth. Why dealers are addicted to Draiver Now. Fast vehicle relocation services, a parking lot of cars that needs to get moved ASAP. And with Draiver, you use the app, you've got a TMS. Actually, Paulo's going to explain more of that very soon, so we have a lot to talk about and learn. And what's so unique about Draiver's vehicle logistics technology anyways? There's several features that I think you're going to be interested in and want to learn more about. Again, you can learn here online on ATI and then go to the booth 8751 when you're in the expo hall at NADA and learn more with the Draiver team. Here is the QR code. You can go ahead and scan that. Takes you to a form. Easy form to fill out. You could win $500 on your next vehicle move. There's actually a coupon in there for you. I believe it's $150, and Paulo's going to talk more about how you can take advantage of that. It's ATI, Auto Business. Get to know your ecosystem, new, used, OEM dealer, auction, logistics tech, and more. We are the ecosystem's neutral zone, so you can get actual news as it stands. You can't hear anything? Really? Mic check 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm seeing levels, but I'm reading your live chat. So do me a favor, mic check 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. You got my attention, U City GT. Okay, so mic check 1, 2. We are definitely doing a test right now to make sure that the audio is good. Okay, I'm hearing it on my laptop. So thank you so much. Thank you very much for that. We are live, and man, if there's no audio, what are we doing? All right, let's keep rolling. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Okay, so it's the automotive ecosystem. It's Tuesday nights. And do me a favor, team, stick around. We're going to be a few minutes late. I got news, plus I had an audio check. Mic 1, 2. All right, it's 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Now, we've already done a NADA pre-live show panel. If you missed that, a shout out to Todd and Mike, Chris, Patrick, and Doug, all on the show. That was a great show, and you can watch that if you're snowed in. You've got something to do. Industry Logistics is Thursdays at noon. And we had a, what's in your carrier program? I don't know how many brokers I've talked to about carrier programs, carrier vetting, working with preferred carriers, etc. Here's a video you can watch to learn and make sure, do you really have a carrier program? Or do you think you have a carrier program? It's all on ATI. Go to the homepage, ATI Auto Business on YouTube. This Thursday, we're going to learn more about vetting carriers with My Carrier Portal. You won't believe how much detail is in this software. There's going to be a demo. Check that out, noon Central Time this Thursday. All right, let's do some news. We didn't lose too much time. Thank you so much. That is the best. Thank you so much. All right. Here we go with the news. Are you snowed in? You can watch ATI. You can do a live sound check on ATI. No, really, this is a shot of Bourbon Street, and it is snowy. Actually, the good news is I think right about now the snow should be ending. Maybe it ended 30 minutes ago, but there's several inches on the ground, so be careful. Snow in New Orleans delays NADA travel for many, but the show will go on. A historic snowstorm in New Orleans is hampering travel plans for attendees of the NADA show. As you know, if you're there, National Weather Service issued a winter storm warning for January 21st for portions of southeast Louisiana, southern Mississippi, effective until midnight, January 22nd. Moderate to heavy snow expected, as well as snow and sleet. 3 to 7 inches, light accumulations. Be careful out there. But the weather has left attendees scrambling for flights to New Orleans, searching for last-minute fixes to some problems. There are going to be folks with flight issues. And so if that's happening, so apparently we talked about it on our pre-show panel, that this happened, I think, last time in New Orleans. So be careful. Automotive News does have a show schedule. You can go to autonews.com. You can click and follow along. Go ahead and get that. They got the show schedule, right? May as well take the time, plan it out, get the most out of the show. On Thursday, there are sessions. When you look ahead to Friday, you see the Expo Hall opens at 10 a.m. on Friday. There's also other sessions, stages. There's so much going on. It goes through Saturday. Here's a list of dealer franchise meetings. There's meetings on Thursday. You've got the room numbers. You've got the OEM. You've got the time. More on Friday. More on Saturday into Sunday. And hospitality events. I know everybody wants to know which parties should we go to. What parties are there? Well, there are parties starting on Thursday. And you do want to, most parties are invitation only. Many are not. But I don't know. You know the name. Go on LinkedIn. Get an invite. And man, Friday, oh my gosh. Is anybody even going to the Expo Hall on Friday? Well, I guess, there are parties that, breakfast. There are some breakfasts at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., and then the parties kick in around 5. So that means you can do Expo Hall from like 10 to 4. There's plenty to do. Wow. Plenty of parties also again on Saturday. And here's the Expo Hall floor. It is massive. I mean, wow. Here's some stats. 22,000 attendees, more than 600 events, sessions, and meetings, more than 500 companies exhibiting in the Expo Hall, covers somewhere in the vicinity of 700 to 800,000 square feet. Massive show. So, I ask you, how much are you spending? How much did you spend? Because I've got to point out that if you're at the Super Bowl, right? You're at NADA. You got your megaphone, you spend all your money, you got your big outfit, everything, you're ready to go, get your message out there. Are people hearing you? Is this the place to drop all your cash? Are there other options? I'm just asking the question because, gosh, what if there was somewhere else that you could get a message out with a megaphone, captive audience? Golly, if there just were choices. All right, let's do some news. TikTok says it will go dark unless it gets clarity from Biden following Supreme Court ruling. This sounds like it was 100 years ago. It was Saturday. TikTok said it will go dark this weekend. Again, this was said Saturday. Unless the Biden administration, which isn't there anymore, assures the company won't enforce a shutdown of the popular app after the Supreme Court on Friday unanimously upheld the federal law banning the app unless it's sold by its China-based parent company. Why does it need to be sold by its China-based parent company? The Supreme Court ruling held that the risk to national security posed by TikTok's recipe videos ties China overcomes concerns about limiting speech by the app or 170 million users in the U.S. This actually happened. This was Saturday night. Sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. And people were freaking out. But luckily, TikTok is working again in the U.S. just hours after shutting down, and it's thanks to Trump, which happened on Sunday. He wasn't even president yet, and he has that control, has that much power. TikTok was up and running again Sunday, hours after President-elect Trump vowed to keep it from going dark. The Chinese social media app confirmed it was in the process of restoring service. Oh, so it's coincidental? Don't tell him. We thank President Trump for providing necessary clarity and assurance to our service providers that they will face no penalties for 170 million Americans and allowing over 7 million small businesses to thrive. Wow, this is crazy. Welcome back message popped up. Thank you for your patience and support. As a result of President Trump's efforts, TikTok is back. Okay, so he gets the credit. The news came hours after Trump said he would issue an executive order Monday to keep TikTok from going dark in the Gulf of America. No, I added that. TikTok! Hey, thanks, Bobby. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh, you can't see it on the screen. That's all right. I can see it. Oh, yeah, no, there it is. Appreciate you, buddy. So, yeah, that's the paper towels. And TikTok. Wrapped in one. Cleans up messes. No. Okay, Jay. U.S. final rule bans smart cars with Russian-Chinese tech. The Biden administration, again, not here anymore, has finalized a rule that effectively bans new personal smart cars with Chinese and Russian technology for American roads and takes steps to allow President Trump to extend those restrictions. Will he? Will he go TikTok? The U.S. Commerce Department Bureau of Industry and Security announced its final rule January 14th, saying in a statement that technologies from China and Russia present an undue and unacceptable risk to U.S. national security. Modern vehicles have devices that connect them to the internet, can potentially gather sensitive data, including about drivers or owners, infringing on consumer privacy law, and allow foreign adversaries to remotely manipulate cars. Which, aren't they going to do that anyways? So... the rule prohibits the import or sale of connected vehicles with specific pieces of hardware or software that have sufficient nexus to China or Russia. Sounds pretty hairy. California wildfire is likely to spike auto insurance rates. That's not good. Tragic wildfires blazing across California, destroying homes, property, lives. Serious financial repercussions for millions of Americans beyond California. The largest fire, known as the Palisades Fire, has destroyed over 10,000 structures spread across 31 square miles, expected to be the costliest fire in U.S. history, with an estimated $150 billion in damages. Evacuation orders displaced over 179,000 people so far. Wow. Man. Historic fire. Natural disaster regulatory policies, rising costs. Here we go. As of December 2024, the average yearly price for full coverage auto insurance rose to $2,500. That's annually. Roughly 47.8 increase year over year. In comparison, U.S. average increase in full coverage insurance was 15% year over year. And that's December, before the fire. Thousands of people losing their homes, facing imminent financial hardship. It's estimated that the rate of loan deferments will skyrocket. Oh my God, it's terrible. Hey, Scout disputes claims made by California New Car Dealers Association. Well, Scout's pushing back. Scout Motors is disputing claims made by the California State New Car Dealers Association that the company's plan to sell directly to consumers violates state laws. Oh, no, you don't. In a letter to the California New Car Dealers Association lawyer, signed by Scout Motor General Counsel, the EV brand said VW Group of America will not be authorized by Scout Motors to sell its Traveler SUV and Terra pickup and will not be selling or distributing Scout-branded EVs in California or any other state. We don't know what you're talking about. You got it wrong. Scout Motors and the Scout brand exist and operate independently of VW Group of America and its brands such as VW and Audi. And they will continue to do so in the future. Citron said VW Group of America does not control Scout Motors, nor does it oversee the brand's management or operations. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Garff Auto Group is going to transition to Tekion's DMS by 2026, following a successful pilot program that began in 2021, 4 years ago, setting the stage for a complete tech overhaul across 70 stores in 9 states. This takes a long time. It's important to note that in 2023, Ken Garff sold over 57,000 new vehicles. The dealership group has also been using Tekion's Auto Retail Cloud to streamline operations in many states, with plans to expand Tekion systems across all stores. Tekion's platform integrates AI-driven solutions across retail, service, parts, accounting, CRM, and analytics. The tech aims to enhance the customer and employee experience, which is a key reason why Ken Garff's decision to adopt Tekion's DMS. We're enhancing the customer experience and redefining what's possible in the auto industry, said the CEO of Ken Garff. Tekion's partnership with Ken Garff is a huge win for the company, as it's challenging long-standing DMS providers, Reynolds and CDK Global. The transition also highlights broader trends in auto tech as more dealers seek to move away from traditional DMS. Tekion's success with Ken Garff could set a precedent for further disruption in the dealership tech market. You can learn more by watching Tekion versus CDK Global on ATI. As I read the complaint, nowhere else will you find that. America's Group bought AuctionVCommerce, or is in the process. AuctionVCommerce provides an all-in-one platform that gives dealers a centralized hub to connect with multiple auction platforms, aiming to simplify the checkout process, payment options, tracking service, report and gate pass requests. Also designed to improve the process of consigning vehicles, providing seemingly seamless access to key industry resources and tools. Founded by Kelly Bianchi. Shout out Kelly Bianchi. She has worked very hard. She did a great job. And AuctionVCommerce established power to independent auctions to compete effectively in the digital space. It's pretty awesome. It's a sweet move, America's Auto Auction. Good idea. ATI is where everybody learns more about how the automotive industry works. New, used, auction, logistics, tech, and more. I don't ship cars. I move information. My name is Jay. This is ATI Auto Business. Thank you so much for sticking around watching. It's Automotive Media 10X. Do me a favor, stick around. After this, we're going to be live with Paulo Ferrato, CRO of Draiver. We're going to learn more about what Draiver is, who they serve, how it works. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Transport Auto Quoter is by far the leading auto quoting software on the market, and the only auto quoter with a pro version that comes preset with accurate pricing for anywhere in the U.S. So you don't have to worry about it. The best part is that no change with your current software is needed. Just plug TAQ in and start booking jobs. Carriers can easily plug TAQ into their current websites and start making money right away. I bet you're wondering how we do this instantly and accurately 24/7. Well, constant analytics is the key. Our Price Watch team is constantly monitoring current market conditions, paying close attention to seasonal and quick-moving industry changes. At the end of the day, it takes a lot of time and data to maintain good pricing, time that most of us just don't have on a daily basis. So free yourself up. Using TAQ Pro is really a no-brainer. Save time and money, maximizing your leads and optimizing your online investments. You'll finally be able to sleep well at night knowing that TAQ is on the job selling for you 24/7. Never missing a potential job.
Are you completely stressed out from all the calls and the contracts and the verifications of loads where nobody ever answers the phone? Call Murphy Auto Dispatch Services today. Murphy Auto Dispatch Services has over 15 years in the transport industry. We are your office while you are on the road. We book, we verify, and we bill out your loads for you. We have an excellent accounting staff and an even better dispatch team. Give us a call today at 417-273-0021, or if you want to email me, it's murphyautotransport31@yahoo.com. Give us a call today.
Need a faster way to move vehicles? Draiver has you covered. Whether you're an OEM, fleet, rental company, or a dealership, Draiver's network of 20,000 contract drivers gets vehicles moved 75% faster. From valet services to delivery, repositioning, and auction moves, Draiver handles it all. With insurance coverage and expert support, your logistics are in good hands. Ready to try with the Draiver Now app. Testing out Draiver services is simple. Download the app today, request a move, and experience how Draiver can transform your logistics. Or contact us today to learn about our full suite of services.
How do you move a fleet of rental cars to different locations on the fly and you've only got 4 to 8 hours? You need a shockingly fast nationwide vehicle relocation platform. Visit Draiver.com. Links are in the live chat. Thank you so much for taking the time. Appreciate you. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's bring in Paulo.
Hello, Jay.
Ferrato. Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine, and you? Thanks for having me here today.
I'm good. Thank you. It's great to have you here. So, all right, so we're live. And we're going to learn more about you, and then we're going to talk about Draiver. So, Paulo, take it away. Please say hello.
Sure. Hello for all the audience. It's a pleasure to be here and introduce a little bit more about Draiver. First, let me introduce myself. So, I manage right now the sales and customer success team at Draiver. You can see by the accent that I'm from Brazil. I'm the Draiver for working 3 years at Draiver. We are expanding our business out of the US, and I started opening the operations in the country in Brazil 3 years ago. And since 1 year ago, I come to US to help our business here as well. I have a big background in the logistics and tech environments, and this is a little bit about Draiver. Draiver, we are a logistics company. We move vehicles, but also a tech company. We develop new solutions to do it in a more efficient way, in a better way, right? So, introducing Draiver, we are a vehicle logistics solutions focused on driveway. So we have two main products to talk about. One is our technology. So we help companies that have drivers to better manage the vehicle movements and better manage their drivers as well. So it's basically a TMS that we can input all the demand that we need to move, and a driver app that helps a driver in their journey. Is the best part of a driver. So tells them where they need to be at 8 a.m., which vehicle they need to pick up, help them to conduct an inspection process, tell them the best route to deliver this vehicle on the point B. And this app helps these drivers be more productive. So normally our technology helps increase up to 200% the productivity of the drivers in any type of business in the automotive industry. And we have our most popular product that's a marketplace of independent drivers. They are gig economy workers. They work for Uber or for Amazon, but also for Draiver, and they are ready to move vehicles from the point A to the point B anytime we need. So it could be 9 p.m. or on a weekend. We have capacity to make these moves with our marketplace. So I will give you some examples of the industries that we operate, the segments in the automotive industry. So today we work with OEMs. So we help these OEMs to distribute cars from yards, from rail yards or ports to the dealers. All right. So we know that sometimes when we have a 30 miles distance or 50 miles distance, it makes more sense sometimes deliver these vehicles with drivers. And we help these companies, not only US, but other countries as well, to deliver these vehicles in a very fast way. We operate with fleet companies and rental car companies. So fleet companies, they need to reposition the vehicles all the time, right? So imagine you are Hertz, you need to move vehicles from Miami Airport to Fort Lauderdale. With Draiver, with some clicks in our system, you can request the drivers to do it in the next 3 hours. So we also serve the trucking industry. So trucking could be the in fleet and defleet, could be in remarketing or reposition between stores, rebalancing the fleet. A lot of trucking companies use drivers because we have CDL drivers in our pool as well. And I think what is most important for this talk show right now and for NDA, we serve auto retail. So we have partners in the auction, and we have dealerships as well that use Draiver for several reasons. So we help them to purchase and sell cars for auctions and bring the cars for their stores, or move these cars for the auctions. And we help a lot in the service as a service valet solution. So I will say about some case. For example, in the auto retail, in the dealership market, when you offer to your clients the service valet, you have a potential 40% up in your RO ticket, because the client is not in the store waiting for the car. So the likelihood to accept extra services in the cars is higher, because it won't change. They're working or they are at home with family, and we're gonna deliver this car back to them. So it's something that a lot of clients that we have say that the ticket with a service with valet, it's going to be up to 40% higher. So so I think, again, we have as I said, with Draiver have a lot of products. So not only our TMS or the marketplace of drivers, we also have some extra solutions like insurance. So imagine you have your own driver, your in-house drivers, and you would like to cover the moves they are doing. So if you use Draiver technology to manage your drivers, you can hire our per mile insurance for your own drivers and be covered. You're going to cover the vehicle, you're going to cover liability, and you're going to cover the driver himself. We have another thing that maybe would be a topic for a next show is our AI agents. So Draiver developed in-house AI tech to support our clients to do some confirmations or call the clients for any reason. So for example, you want to send a car for your client, but you want to make sure they are at home and you can send it, right? And you're gonna make your driver go there and deliver this unit. So we can ask for our AI bot to call the client and have a very real conversation with the client and confirm if they are available to receive the vehicle in a certain day, in a certain time. And we have AI inspection as well. We have a partnership for it, but we can send a driver to do just an inspection, a very complete inspection, where the AI will capture a lot of details of the car, scratches and dents, and bring you in data format, so you can take better decisions what to do with a car, but you're gonna have it in your tracking records. But moving here, I think what is most interesting about Draiver, that is our marketplace of drivers and how we can deliver vehicles in a super fast way. I would like to highlight the value props of our service. The first is the speed, right? So if you are in the major cities in the country, you can request a driver to be in your store in 2 hours and move this vehicle and deliver it in 4 hours. So we are super fast, and this is very rare to see in the industry. The second thing is our convenience. So you don't need to tell us that you're going to have this demand. You can just go to the platform and request the move. It's something like Uber, right? So I need to move this car. I go to Draiver, I place a trip, and 2 hours later, a driver will show up to move this vehicle for you. The third point is peace of mind. So we cover this movement like I said before, in the same way, we cover the car, we cover the liability, and we cover the driver. And the fourth point is visibility. So you and your client or partner, they can see where is the car and where is the driver. It's like to have a DoorDash experience. You can see the car moving, the map, and the ETA at your place, and better manage your time to get this car, and have more visibility about it. So these are nice things about Draiver that we always share with our clients and partners. And I think when talk about marketplace, we have two ways to place a trip for Draiver. The first one is just message us, right? So if you have Slack or by mail or by text, you can message our team and request a help. You can also upload your moves with our integration. So if you have a system, a DMS, we can do an integration with your DMS, and we can upload these moves in our system, and we can get it automatically. The second way is that you can use our command center. Command center is our pro system. When you have a lot of movements demand, you can upload all these moves in our system, and we're gonna take it from there and make these moves happen. And the third option that we're gonna talk more about today is using our Draiver Now app. So we know that sometimes it's hard to enter in a system, and log in, and there's a lot of options, and sometimes this can make noise, and you just want to move a vehicle. So thinking about it, we develop an app that's available on App Store and Google Store as well, that you can just download, create an account, quote a move, and place this move and pay with your credit card. And we understand that this is a better solution for some users that don't have time to log in the system, or maybe it's a nice first experience with Draiver. Just download the app, try, and see if you can deliver it. And yes, we can. And if you like it a lot and you have more demand, you can maybe upgrade to Command Center one day. So I think give you an overview about Draiver, the industries that we serve, and the ways to place trips here for us.
Fantastic information. That was really good. So I think what we discussed doing now is I'm going to go ahead and bring up and I'm going to share the link to this, right? You want to do this?
Great. Oh, you have our landing page for NDA.
Exactly.
I like it.
Draiver NADA, and then I put the link in the live chat so people can go there. Now, as we go to this landing page, we learn more about the Draiver experience, and I want to say this before I talk more about this page. Since I've worked in logistics in a small capacity, things get complicated really quick, and when I talk to you, you make it sound easy, which is great. But we know this gets complicated fast. That's really the power of Draiver being a tech company. It's one thing to organize a bunch of driveway moves, but it's another to have developed a system where people can have all these different moves going on at the same time, hire gig workers, have a marketplace, log in on an app and get cars moved. I mean, that's pretty intense. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we can define maybe Draiver as a super app of the driveway, right? So when you talk about moving vehicles with drivers, we have a big expertise and a lot of solutions for it. As you said, like you can just have Draiver in your pocket and request moves there and pay with your credit card. If you have hundreds of moves, we can help you with a command center, that the system that you can take a look in this landing page. So I'll give you an example. Command center, our system, helps the dispatchers to better to optimize their trips and do trip chain. So let's do an example. I'm a dealer group and I have 10 stores. and I take care of the logistics, and I need to move today 20 vehicles, right? And I have my in-house drivers. What is the best way to arrange these movements and save dollars per mile? So with Draiver, we have you covered. You can just input all those 20 moves in our system, and our AI solution will tell you what is the best route for your drivers to move these vehicles. We call chaining, to optimize it, let the driver be more time behind the wheels, and save dollars per mile. So a lot of clients that we have, they use our technology to manage their drivers, and they request help for our marketplace when they need. And we have more like 10 different products, Jay, and we can be here for hours talking about them.
Right.
And yeah,
we could, I know.
We have a big tech team, and we always trying to develop new features. So we have a roadmap of at least 10 new things coming soon in this year, that we always trying to optimize this activity and always try to bring more value for our clients and partners.
I also wanted to mention that there was a time, especially during COVID, where many dealer employees who would otherwise be doing sales or follow-ups were getting in cars to deliver them. And at some point that must have seemed to somebody at the dealership, we can't keep doing this. We need to be able to just have somebody deliver the cars. At the same time, how many dealers spend so much additional time searching for car haulers? You can do that with your system too, right?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good point. At Draiver, we have partnerships that you can click on a button and you can quote a hallway move. And if you like the price, you can submit from our system. So again, we are trying to be the super app of the vehicle logistics, very specialized in driveway. But we know that sometimes our clients need this. Sometimes you need to send vehicles miles and miles away, and you would like to prefer send by hallway, and we have this service at Draiver as well.
I know Tyler was talking about how even like an OEM, maybe it stays on the property. It just needs, all these vehicles need to get moved to get a part added. That's also a form of vehicle relocation that you do. It's amazing that there's so many different variations of the vehicle relocation.
Yeah, for example, we are, one of the things we are developing is, EVs is a reasonable part of the fleet in the current days. So what we are doing, we're mapping EV charge locations and adding this layer in our system. So if you need, for example, move a EV from a large distance, we can check the best place to stop, the driver to stop, recharge it, and keep driving the vehicle. So there's a lot of cool things we're adding and increasing. The target is always to make the life of our clients and dealers easier, right? So now I can see you have the site here. So we prepared 2 videos that maybe is nice to play. This video is talking a little bit more about Draiver Now, and we have another one that can help the users to understand how it works. But if you want to play,
go ahead. You want to talk while I play it?
No, sure. I think this is we can see here that then it's looks a very traditional app, right? So like a rideshare app. You're gonna add your point A and the point B. You're gonna insert the VIN you would like to move. You're gonna see how much will cost, and if you like and if you need it, you can just place the trip, and Draiver will take care of the rest. So it's very interesting. And after you place the trip, you can check where is the vehicle, and you can follow up everything from the app. So in this video here, we have like a step-by-step. Maybe it's easier to present to the people who's watching us here. So so you come, you request a move, enter the pickup details, when we want this vehicle be picked, where you want to deliver it. Oh, it's interesting that you can see all the moves that you do in a special session. So if you move a vehicle 10 days ago, you can go there and see all the details about it as well. So here you have your garage, and you can add all the things you would like to move. You can here, see all the details of this movement, which vehicle you're gonna move, your credit card, estimated price. If you have a coupon, you can add here, and then you submit the trip, and you're gonna take care of it. And you're gonna follow up. You can see all the movements of the driver in the app. So where is the driver, the ETA and the destination, and by this way, we help dealers, to solve this urgent request they have to move a vehicle, and to be there tomorrow. Like, if you let's compare with a hauling solution. If it's 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. and you receive you have an opportunity to sell a car, but you need to have this car tomorrow morning in the destination, it will be very hard to do it with a haulaway solution. But with Draiver, you can set a trip for a driver, pick up this vehicle in 2 hours, and the vehicle will be tomorrow morning in the right place, and you're gonna make the deal, right? So the idea here is to help dealers to close more deals, having the right vehicle in the right place in the right time.
Amazing. And then you want to talk about the command center for a minute?
Oh yeah, So okay, so as I said before, like, imagine you have so many moves that you cannot use an app, just to submit 1 or 2 vehicles. Then we have command center. Command center is our prime system, is where we can capture all your demand, and help you to build efficient trips and reduce as much you can cost per mile. So you can see here in the map, you can see, if you stop a little bit and come back, you can see some arcs. So we can give you in a single screen all the movements you have for today, tomorrow, and the next days, and you can understand the movements are late, the movements are on time, and then you can do the chaining of these moves, right? So let's use Miami as example. I have a driver. I have a movement from Miami, South Miami to Fort Lauderdale, and I have another vehicle at Fort Lauderdale region that I want to bring back to South Miami. If you have all these movements on a Draiver, our AI will tell to the dispatcher or the store managers creating the trip that, hey, if you mix these 2 units together, you're going to be more efficient, and you're going to reduce the time this driver be allocated in this trip. So our AI helps the users to optimize the trips, and in the end of the month, the amount of money you can save with it, it's amazing.
That was fantastic. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and start bringing in Draiver team members. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's I was about to say. What moment? So we should bring our team here.
Here comes a drum roll. All right, I'm hitting the admit button. Here comes Draiver team members. Let me just go to camera 1. If you're just joining now, thank you so much for taking the time to watch ATI Auto Business live on YouTube, on LinkedIn. And what we're doing is we've got a show where we're talking with Draiver and learning more about Draiver Now and the shockingly fast vehicle relocation services. And so we appreciate you joining in. So we're going to go another 20 plus minutes or so. And here I've got Draiver team members that are going to be at NADA.
Happy to see everybody here, and that's right, Jay. We have here all our team will be NDA. So the team from the sales, the new clients, customer success team, our operational team here as well. We invited them to come in and explain to our clients and partners how can we make it happen. So we have here Ryan Bloom, Nicole, Crystal, Tyler, and Peter. They are from our sales and customer success team, and Bruno that take care of auto retail operations. So happy to see you guys here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, team. Thanks for joining in. All right, we know that, yeah. So we're in a Zoom meeting, and we don't want to overstep on each other. So it's, it's going to be a little jiggity jaggedy here when we start off. But let's do this. Ryan, why don't you kick us off? Tell us a little bit more about what you do at Draiver.
Absolutely. Thank you. So I've been with Draiver about 3 years. I've handled several of the specialty dealerships over the last couple of years. I've just finished onboarding one of the largest dealership groups in the country with our legacy platform system. And then I handle one of our largest fleet accounts as well. So I'm really kind of an account manager to make sure that the client's happy, make sure that their trips get filled, their vehicles get delivered.
I'll ask this: what are some key pain points dealers are seeing in auto retail that you?
Yeah, so as I mentioned briefly yesterday, I've actually been in the automotive industry for about 30 years now. I have an interesting perspective because I'm not only an employee of Draiver, but I'm also a customer. So to this day, I still own a dealership, and we actually use Draiver to move vehicles. Paulo had kind of mentioned a couple key points. One is insurance. Insurance is one of the most, expensive, inflationary things over the last few years. Having drivers that are vetted and insured and having your vehicle be able to be moved without any risk of, high deductibles or accidents is very, very relieving. Makes you feel good. Another thing that we love is the ability to track the drivers. How often do you send a driver to go pick up a vehicle and they should be back in 2 hours, and here it is 4 hours later and you haven't seen them? So you can track the drivers at all times to understand when your vehicle is going to get back. And then lastly is just the speed, right? Time's money. I know we've all been in the car business where you get a car back from the auction or back from service. And all of a sudden somebody shows up and you sell it. And had it not been there that quick, then you lost an opportunity. So those are, several of the reasons why, I'm also a customer.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I have something to add to that, Jay. That's all great stuff. So yeah, I'm Peter Yancheski, VP of Sales here at Draiver. Relatively new to the Draiver team. I'm about 6-8 weeks in now. I've been working with fixed ops with various dealerships throughout the U.S. for about 15 years now. And one of the biggest things that I've noticed here on the Draiver team is I've sat in some customer meetings, and Ryan and his team, they're literally taking moves that are taking days at dealerships and other organizations, and we're turning it into hours, right? So just to hear the success and the revenue and the experiences that we're able to deliver for our customers, it's been a remarkable experience.
Check 1, 2. All right. Thank you, Pete. All right. So I told you I was going to do something because I talk and talk and talk, but now the show is about Draiver. So now is Nicole with us? Let's see. Oh, you know what? Good job, Jay. Didn't let her into the Zoom meeting. So now she can't, now she's coming in late. Look at that. Really on your own show? Nicole, can you see us and hear us okay? We hear you now. I think we hear you now. Can you see us and hear us okay, Nicole?
Yes.
Great, okay. My bad. Now you're here. Please say hello and tell us a little bit more about what you do.
Hello, everybody. I'm excited for NADA. I work at Draiver. I work in the sales department. I am VP of sales, and I manage new business, getting new customers excited and brought on the platform.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, I was about to say, Nicole knows a lot about the auto retail market. She spent the last year helping a lot of our clients in this segment, and I call her the expert in this vertical in the auto industry here at Draiver. Happy to see you here, Nicole.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And is everybody here going to be at the booth this week?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, if we make our flight there, because with this weather, I hope so.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy what's happening with the weather. Pete, are you jumping in again?
No, I just chuckle. I live up in Minneapolis, and we almost have no snow where I live, and here New Orleans has 6 inches, right? So who knows what's going to happen tomorrow?
All right, question for Nicole. Example of dealer logistics transformation using Draiver.
Sure. So my favorite example is with a dealer group that partnered with Draiver. In the first 6 months, they've streamlined their operations, reducing the number of drivers by 16% and simultaneously increasing the amount of movements by 20%. Not only that, the game changer was in their efficiency. They cut down their wasted trips, or what we call dry runs within the platform, from 17% to 6%. And since then, they have kept their momentum and improvements year over year and increased their movements year over year. And that is just a perfect example of how Draiver isn't just a logistics tool, it's a strategic partner that really helps dealers save time, lower costs, and increase their productivity.
Which is what dealers want to hear, right? How is this, in a nutshell, what am I going to get out of this? What metrics can I expect? What efficiencies am I looking forward to?
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and that's it. I think like just maybe deep diving these metrics, Jay. I think we have some. One is speed of service. So with Draiver, you can increase your speed of service up to 40% or more because we have these on-demand drivers that probably we have a dozen of drivers around your store that are ready to pick up this unit. We can talk about claim rate or loss by claim. So with Draiver, you're covered. So if anything unexpected happens, this will not transform in a cost for your P&L. So it's another nice KPI to track, right? Another one that we'd love to do is track customer satisfaction. So we invite our dealers, partners, to ask the customers how was the delivery experience and rate us, and if you're not doing great, we go there and improve it. But most of the time they love it because we can share the tracking link, and the drivers that work with us, they know they're doing something really important. I think maybe Bruno can cover a little bit more, but we invite them to track it, right? And in the end, as I mentioned before, the RO tickets, the average repair order dollar amount. That, as I said before, the likelihood for customers to accept extra things that maybe need to be done in their vehicles, it's higher because they're not in the store and they are being served by a pickup and delivery service. So just sharing with you some, very clear KPIs we use to track with our partners.
Bruno, you work in operations and you know what it's like, boots on the ground. Why don't you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, sure, Jay. First, thanks everyone here to be here with me. And so basically, especially now in my role, as I basically stay overlooking what we call like the marketplace. So basically, look for the global marketplace and the automotive operations. So basically, our idea is to make sure that we have, of course, especially our pool of drivers. So make sure that is compatible. What is the drivers and also the clients are needed, right? So I think, and this will connect a lot about what Paulo was mentioned about the KPIs. But the special sauce that we see is how we can make sure that our clients, we can be as most efficient as possible for them. So this creates a lot of flexibility for them because we have a pool that's basically covers all basically US, right? So it's very flexible, not just for a single location, but imagine that you have multiple locations and you would need to, drill down with like multiple like vendors and ways to move logistics. So we basically like centralize one single stop solution with us that will be like this flexibility. Another part is also like we are very fast, like I said, like, and also like especially I think like for our drivers very good because for them it's a very special way because they don't need like the car as they are moving the car, and for our clients this flexibility, right? And when you compare and see like all these operations that we have like for multiple locations, this drives something that is super important, that is data, right? I think that's like the most important that helps a lot of our clients. So basically, like Paul already mentioned, like a few of the KPIs that we have, like cost per trip, cost per mile. But imagine like, especially if you have like multiple locations, you can see how's the performance of each of the locations. What is the SLA that is taken for your client? How long I'm placing a trip before or right after the client made the purchase, right? So like how long I'm taking to move from lot one to lot two. So literally like you start to have like a very powerful, especially when you migrate for our command center, these God's views of like all the movement that you have, but also like all the data of everyone that is using our system. And most important, you have like the marketplace, but you can also use our SaaS for example, if you have like your own employees. So you have the data from both sides, right? So you can take care and see like who's performing better, what's like the cost that I'm having, and like how's like all the dealers and everyone, or even by shifts, how they're performing, right? So I think that's a part of like that will be super important, and I think like that's the part that is also super helpful for our clients. We mentioned here, but like we have like all insured trips, right? And we can offer insurance not just for the marketplace trips, but also like have like, for example, with our own employees. And I think like this creates also like a very easy way for our clients to have super trackable, easy to share with our client, right? And as we have like more and more data that we learn for our business, this makes even the model more predictive to help the drivers to stay on the right location because we know already like when we're probably going to have a trip in a certain location. So it's kind of like more data and more trips you do, more the system or our tech have made this evolution. And most important, like we are a very AI driven now. So you have AI not just to help your plan your trips, but you have like also AI to help, for example, if you need like someone make a confirmation for a vehicle, or if you want to make a support for someone that has a question about your trip. So imagine that you have like now this virtual agent that's basically something that we developed that helps like in so many ways. So I would say like Draiver, it's a one-stop shop for all the logistics and also support for your clients as possible, right? With like marketplace, with data, a lot of data, with control, and with a lot of AI to help you, for example.
Yeah, and Bruno took a lot of the words right out of my mouth, honestly. And what we also allow is this unprecedented visibility and data behind your movements. And so with that and our consultative approach that we take with each and individual client, we're going to help you develop and build a custom solution for your dealership, your company, and we'll actually work with you to better your operations and potential revenue streams that your company could see. And that's really what we are. We want to be this all-in-one solution, whether you're doing hauling, drive away, any type of vehicle class, we'll absolutely be able to service you.
I feel like I'm in your booth right now. Right? It's 2 days from now, right? Because it's Tuesday night, and well, I guess the expo hall kicks in Friday. So it's interesting. This is almost like this is like a rehearsal for when that happens, when the booth opens at 10 a.m. on Friday. All right. So since that's happening, and this is really, really cool because I'm getting to know you too, and I think folks watching are getting to know you as well. Crystal, here comes a curveball.
Yes.
I work with OEMs and dealers. How can Draiver help me?
Wow. Well, that is a trick question. No, it's not a curveball trick question. It's a great question. What we do, the approach is really cool because what we do for our customers depend on them and what their goals are. The great thing about Draiver is that we support our customers in all types of ways. So when you're thinking about lowering costs, speeding up deliveries, offering new solutions to uncover, new revenue streams with service valet and pickup. Customers are expecting, new things, new way of doing business. I mean, I know if I go get my car service and I didn't have someone to assist, we're working, we're busy, we need support. Dealerships and our customers need to adjust to the demands and the needs of their customers. And what's so great about Draiver is that we understand those needs and we can adjust to it. It's really cool, Jay, because we at Draiver are customer obsessed, and I don't say that lightly. We not only support our customers, we develop, some key performance indicators. Say you're a dealer and you've never thought about doing service valet and pickup, and you're like, I want to try it, but is it really worth it? We work with our customers. We understand certain key performance. Say they've got goals. Okay, I want to lower this. I want to increase my, RO dollars, a percentage, or whatever else. We work with our clients, and we keep track of that. I know all the team has talked about data and what we do. We don't take it lightly. We measure those things to ensure that we're meeting those. But in addition, we measure ourselves. We have KPIs on our drivers. How well are we doing, utilizing our marketplace? Are we delivering, meeting those KPIs? How quickly are we picking up your trips as they come into our company and with our team? So not only are we delivering, pun intended, with vehicles and the units that our customers and the demands they need, we're also measuring us. How are we doing as a partner? And so, it's really cool when you start supporting our customers and you start hearing things. I don't know what I did without you. This is insane. How could we ever go back to doing business the old way? This is the new way of doing it. And so, for everyone watching, come by the booth. We've got videos, we've got some cool things. Talk to us, tell us your use cases. We, like Tyler and the team has shared, that we have a consultative approach. We really sit down, roll up our sleeves. Let's understand your business and understand how we can support you, because that's how you build long-term partnerships and growth, So I'm very passionate about it because we love our customers and we love helping them. So it's exciting.
I'm going to jump.
Is that a curveball enough, Jay?
That was perfect. You caught it, threw it right back at me at 100 miles an hour. And I want to say, so Tyler had mentioned, because your system predicts what I might need. Is that right?
Yeah, it does. And the cool thing about it, as we've incorporated our AI, and I know Paulo shared Command Center with you. It's so cool. And, techie, it's just cool. We get excited about it. So when you're looking at and you're building trips, you go into Command Center, you begin building the trips. Well, it will tell you, you have all of your trips in there, your activities. It'll say, okay, we've got, 5 units that need to be delivered, or for this case, you've got multiple pickups that need to happen to excel, the customer experience on this day. The system will go in and tell you the most efficient way to build these trips. So it automatically immediately starts improving productivity and accelerating your customer experience. And that's the whole thing about it. At the end of the day, in a service business, you've got to be delivering and exceeding our customers' experience. I mean, it's expected, and so it just allows our customers to deliver and do those things. So yeah, it does. To answer your question, Jay, it does do that, and it's incorporated with the AI. So it's super cool.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Jay, no, if I just add here, as basically we is a very intensive tech company. We have models and AI working in all parts, right, of the business, right? So basically we overlook every client, every region, and we are kind of also is monitoring also the performance of the driver, which is a very big important part, that for our dealers, right? Because that's the person who's going to pick up the car. Has the person who's going to be delivering to your final client, right? So all this performance of the drivers, it goes for a model that we evaluate all the performance that they're doing. We monitor live, all the information from the driver, from speed, from behavior, and we make sure that we have models to prioritize always the best drivers that we have, right? So that's a very important part, because we just not want the best. We want the best of the best, right? So we would like to make sure that this is pretty much very well done service for you and all the partners that you have. Like, no matter if you're doing like service valet, but also if you're doing like lot to lot or just repositioning supply, we like to make sure that you continue to have like someone who accepts the trip and finish the trip and gonna do like the best job for you. And this is part of like a multiple arrangement of like data sciences that we have and also like the models to make sure that we have the best drivers, and we are also looking for all the performance of your trips to make sure that we have like the correct driver in the correct place, as always.
It's super cool, like Bruno just shared, having the correct drivers in the correct place. There was one use case where we really helped one of our customers. They had a market where they could not grow. And they said, okay, we are not, we can't deliver. Our customers are waiting 7 days to get vehicles. We're losing sales because who wants to buy a car and wait 7 days if they're buying it online or whatever? And they partnered with us and we were able to deliver the bulk of like 80% of their cars within a day. And so not only, can we deliver, but we deliver in challenging markets where it actually helps the business grow and support their initiatives. And so that's the cool thing about it when you're looking at new areas, bring all that to us. We'd love to give it a shot, and say it's a market that we don't, have drivers available. We have a great platform and we can hire them and put them in there for you guys, for our customers. And we do that all the time. That's Bruno's expertise. So it's pretty cool what we can do to help our customers grow, especially when it comes to improving the business and really helping them. That's super exciting.
You just reminded me about a booth phenomenon, which is sometimes when you feel really comfortable at a booth and you feel like you know what's going on and everyone's approachable, you hang around longer. I think I'll be hanging around your booth. There'll be some folks hanging around because they saw you on ATI and they really want to know more and just be around you. Right?
We have a Planko board. I think that's what it's called, Planko. So you come and play the game. I mean, only come for the Planko. And then we've got surprises too. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Speaking of, what's the giveaway? What's going on? So I've got a URL code. Tell me about it. What do I do with this?
Paulo, would you like, or anybody else on the team, would you like to share? I can share, but it's some cool stuff.
Yeah, I can share here. No, thanks for bringing in, Jay. So we are, for everybody that will visit our booth and NDA, we're gonna offer some coupons. But we know that maybe some folks in our audience will not make it or will not be in the trade show. So we are sharing this QR code that everybody can scan, and I have access to a coupon code. With this coupon, you can use it on Draiver Now, and you can have your first Draiver experience there. So you can, do a trip simulation, see the cost to move this vehicle from point A to the point B, and before you place the trip, you can insert this coupon, and you're gonna get $150 discount in your move. That's pretty much the cost of the full cost of a movement. So probably it's gonna be a free movement for you. So we are sharing this coupon with all the audience, and we think this is a nice way to invite everybody to test Draiver.
Thanks so much. That's awesome. That's a great offer. And then there's a chance to win to, what is it? Is that right?
With the coupon
at the booth.
Everyone gets a coupon.
And with the coupon, it is okay.
Everyone gets a coupon. So if you stop by the booth, scan the QR, you get a trip. So you get $150 credit. So who doesn't want a free trip? Everybody should come by our booth to get a free trip at least.
Yeah. You get a trip. You get a trip. You get a trip. We'll have some trip for everyone.
That's right.
We have some extra gifts for the clients who visit us. I hope they can arrive up to Friday due to all the storm. And what's happened is there's snowing in the city, but we have extra gifts for the clients as well. But I think our marketing team have more details about it. I don't know. I think it's a surprise.
We have more giveaways. So people love stuff. We're going to give away stuff. So just come on by and you can figure it out and see what it is.
Booth number 8751. 8751. All right, final thoughts. I don't think I prepped you for this, but what before I leave your booth at 8751, what's something I can take away with me, knowing that this is something I should talk to you about, learn, and implement in my dealership, whether I'm small business, whether I'm a large business, whether it's the app, whether it's the TMS, the command center, hiring drivers, CDL. I just named half of the things. We're going to go around and then we're going to let everybody go. What's one of your favorite speed round? What's one of your favorite things that you love to remind clients about?
Yeah, I would just say our scalability and flexibility, whether it be drivers or our solutions, we offer it all, no matter what size your dealership, your company, anything we're able to handle, whether you want to onboard your own drivers or scale in with our drivers. It's all available, and we'll be able to help you out with it.
I'll go next. Just think outside of the box. It's time to do something new to grow. And I know that lots of our customers have very high growth targets. And, so when you're thinking outside of the box, think of Draiver. It's something new. It's a new way to improve your business and for your customers and to grow the business in new markets. So it's pretty cool when we can support our customers and help them grow revenue. So we're doing it now. So it's exciting.
For me,
I can. Yeah, go ahead. Right.
For me, it's speed. I mean, from the time that you give us a movement that you need done to the time that it gets to your doorstep, nobody's better.
And I think everybody should leave our booth understanding they have a partner to make more deals, and sell more. So if you need the right vehicle in the right place, you can count with on Draiver.
Love it, Paulo. And just to kind of piggyback off of that, Draiver acts as an extension of your operations. Logistics, it's complicated, it can get messy, and Draiver simplifies that entire process. And our team essentially acts as an extension of your business. I'm excited to see all of our partners that we've worked with over the years at NADA.
And for me, something that I would add is basically it's definitely for you one-stop shop for all the solutions, right? Like, I think if you think about logistics, we have everything. Like, we have from insurance, we have the drivers, and we are, I would say, the perfect solution, especially if you're willing to expand, because we have all the tools and all the data to help you thrive over your journey together with us. And I think that's the truly partnership.
Yeah, and I think to cap it off, I'm going to go back to that partnership. We're not just a vendor. Dealers are craving partners, right? And that's exactly what Draiver is. We've got the service, we've got the technology, and we have the speed to deliver the results that they're looking for on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, like everybody said, stop by booth 8751. We'd love to see you.
Awesome. All right, that was fantastic. It really came together. Paulo, you got a great team. It was really nice spending time with you. I know you're going to have a great show. So thank you all so much for taking the time. Paulo, Ryan, Bruno, Tyler, Pete, Crystal, and Nicole. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes,
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Safe travels.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you. And that's a cut. Okay. Love doing that. Love hosting a great panel. It's really a lot of fun. It's great to meet people, learn more about their company, their services, and their passions as it pertains to the business and what they've been doing and how they can help and serve. And this channel is built upon the premise that there's never enough learning about somebody else's business and how to help them. So we grow our own business by serving others, and it helps the ecosystem in general. That's what ATI is all about. I want to thank Draiver so much for another great show, and I hope that everybody at NADA has safe travels and great business building. I also want to thank Superflow Systems, Murphy Auto Transport, and for everybody for tuning in. Thank you, live chat. Thank you so much for watching and helping out, and I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Kimberly, thank you so much for putting the links in the live chat. All right, take care, everybody. Here comes the car hauler, and because we also do that too. And if you need car hauling, check out Draiver. Go to draivernow.com. Find them online. Let me know how I can help, and find them at the show in booth 8751. Here comes the car hauler. Good night, everybody. Thank you.